Alright, hey there everyone. And I'm just now actually realizing that there is an idle animation. Huh. So, as some of you who have already, played these games might have realized, I finished. Well, actually I made an announcement saying I finished on the community tab, but just in case you didn't know. And there were some things that I realized I needed to talk about that I can't wait till the end of the game. There are no spoilers in this video, alright, so everyone can watch this, but I do need to talk to you guys about this. The first thing. Wow. I haven't played the game in a while too, so let me just stay focused. Oh yeah, and so the first thing, on the community tab, someone actually posted about how there might be an adjustment period for me playing Shinobi because it was their first attempt at a 3D game. I'm surprised at how many people did not mention that fact. I mean, like I said, I know this. I haven't looked at any pictures, but I have been preparing myself to just expect nowhere near as this because this is the latest game, 3D game that they've tried to make. It's later than Estival. I know that. That's also why I haven't been accessing everything that I could have, like all the DLC and stuff. Though I do think Estival might end up being my definite version because the amount of characters that I can get there, like even DLC characters. We'll see. This game is bigger, though bigger doesn't always mean better. Anyways, so the first thing I wanted to mention on the very post where I announced that I finished this game, and I asked you all, which route did you want me to play first? Yo, yeah, I actually am, because I got a bone to pick with you all. Tell me, everyone, as I think everyone watching this should know this. What is the thing I've been looking forward to the most? Yumi. Homura has, well, I won't say what my current opinion of Homura is to not spoil the ending of the game, but you all know Homura's left an impact, but Yumi's been the main goal, and I thought it was perfect. If you don't know, I normally record on the weekends, and something special is coming up. My birthday on one of these weekends, and so I thought it was perfect. I would start the game I've been looking forward to, and I would finally get to meet Yumi and her entire team. But I have a designated advisor, I would say, for the series. That person will remain nameless unless they would like me to let everybody know who they are. Then I will gladly say. They told me that it would probably be best to start with the Hanzo route. But that it shouldn't be as big of a deal as this game, if I wanted to start with the Hebijo route and then Hanzo route, I definitely think that's a mistake for any new people. Like, you have really no choice but to start with Hanzo route. But he seems to think that for, that game, I could try any order I would like. So then I did a poll, asking you all what you think. And as of right now, there seems to be an overwhelming majority for me to start with Hanzo. Now granted, as of me doing this video, only like 150 people have voted so far. Nevertheless, that's quite a striking difference, and I'm not sure it will change much. So that means instead of starting Yumi's route, which I had literally been looking forward to since the moment I started this game, you all want me to do Asuka's route first? Asuka's? On my birthday? Well, again, you guys didn't know that, but that's kind of part of the reason I am making this video. Because I wanted to tell you all that was my plan. And I was trying to see if there was an overwhelming majority. And seeing that there's an overwhelming majority, it's got me thinking maybe I should change my plans. So, yeah, if you all think that, honestly, truly, it is the best thing for me to do the Hanzo route, then alright. But My advisor also told me something which I kind of shared the same opinion, that most people not have even realized the third choice was Yumi's route. But I did that on purpose. One, I didn't want to influence the answers. And two, if you were voting and you don't even know what that route is, why? Like, I'm trying to ask advice from people who already know the game. So if you don't even know the games, well, yeah, and that's another thing. If you didn't know the games, I would suspect that you would have chosen Heavy Joe if it was for my reactions over Hanzo anyway. So, but I don't think that's the case from looking at the poll. So my conclusion is that majority of the people, and some of you left your no spoiler comments saying that you thought that the recommended order was to start with Hanzo first. And I don't want to mess things up, so if I must, then alright. But here's the second thing I want to ask. Is the DLC? Obviously, I have Yumi and Miyabi's DLC on this game right now. And in fact, I could be using Yumi at this very moment. Simply put, some people seem to think that the DLC will spoil stuff. Others seem to think that the DLC is necessary and that it foreshadows future events. And I'm conflicted. The only thing I've seen that I knew about the DLC before I downloaded it was that people seem to think it ruined Miyabi's backstory for some reason. I don't know the details, and I sincerely... No, actually, let me say this. I've been tolerant with spoilers so far, including a really big one that you'll see at the end of the game. You spoil me on Yumi, you've earned my wrath. Do you understand? Now then. And the same goes for Miyabi too, but, I've been waiting for this. Don't ruin this. So what I want to ask you all is to really think, because small details, especially if I feel like they'll be spoiled, or I want you all to really think about what the best path for me is. All right? Because it seems like there might be some inconsistencies in the spoilers too, or in the DLC, and things won't make sense, or they contradict things in the future. If that is, no, I will pick up on that, and that will stick out to me like a sore thumb. So that's my second thing. I probably will leave a poll when this video is uploaded saying, do you think I should do the DLC? Although I might have already done that. I do want to ask you all's opinion on the DLC. As of right now, I've been told that I probably shouldn't. So that was my mentality with that. While we're at it, my advisor also told me that I could play the second game in the series after Shinobi Versus. And personally, that works out for me better, because I need to see what people in the series, what they actually want to look for. As of right now, you can tell the views are going down. I'm not sure if that's because this is the same game, or like I need to know what the reasons are, and I want to see if interest continues. I have personal stake in doing Shinobi. And honestly, I am interested in the story of the second game, but it might be, this is one of those rare cases where I just look at the story online so that I know the facts that I need to. Which, if that influences your decision on if I play the DLC of this game or not, then I do want to kind of know the story one way or another. Maybe I can just watch it and do a review, but there may be a possibility of me recording it. It all depends on how well Shinobi does, I think. If I feel like it does really well, and that I feel like there's a large amount of people who want me to see the game or play through the game, then I'll do it. Which, that's another thing. The gameplay I heard of that game wasn't the best. Which is another thing I'm like, why is no one saying that? Like, I get that you guys want me to see the story, but you should also prepare me for certain things. Especially when, instead of saying, character spoilers, which, only a few people are, but, it's only those few who need to be done. Tell me, hey, there might be some visual things that you have to get used to, or the gameplay is not as good, So anyways, was there anything else? Oh yeah, the last thing. I'm not sure if this is gonna be a problem, but I want to just put everybody on notice. I mean, I've kind of said it already, but if for some reason Shinobi Versus gives me the feeling that the series isn't for me, then I will gracefully back out. If you're thinking that I wasn't feeling completely happy at the end of this game, no, that's not the point. The point is Yumi. Simply put, I've experienced too many characters where, you know, think I like them, and then I end up having beef with them. And something tells me if I have beef with Yumi, well, would you all want to see? Well, I don't know. I honestly don't know. From what I've seen, there's been a difference of opinion when it comes to Yumi. Look, it just, for the Let's Player, for me, it'd be better if I liked her and the audience hated her than the opposite. When I dislike a character that most people like, it doesn't tend to go well for the playthrough. And this would be the start of a long journey, right? So because basically I'm saying, if everything works out, I think I'm pretty much gonna be playing the rest of the games due to, well, who you're looking at right now. Did I say too much? I hope not. But, so I'm not saying I have to love Yumi, but at the very least, I can't hate her. Which is, I think, a very small thing to ask. You know, I just don't let me hate her. That's it. So, though, considering why I think some people might dislike Yumi, that actually might end up making her more liked for me. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to cover. I just need to let you all know about a couple things. Because I couldn't wait for the end of the game to go over them with you, because I want to make my decisions kind of soon. So to recap, I need to know, without spoiling, you know, is the DLC, do you think it is right for me to do that now? Number one. Number two, is the Hanzo route, like, is it an absolute must? Because I have been looking forward to this, and you know, it'd be a great way to celebrate my birthday, but I don't want that to influence your decision. I would love it for that to be the case, but if it's the best way for me to do Hanzo first, then I want to do that. Especially seeing how many people chose Hanzo. And that's really all the decision parts, you know, the rest were just me informing you all that if everything works out, I would like to at least see the story of the second game. Is it Deep Crimson? I forget. And maybe if the series goes well, you know, actually do a playthrough on that game as well. And then just to let you all know that I'll be deciding a lot of things when it comes to Shinobi. So, with that being said, there are some interesting episodes on the horizon for the rest of the series, especially near the end. Well, and the actual end itself, like, well, I won't say anything. Just, look forward to those episodes. And on this video, please, please, please post your thoughts down in the comments below. And I will see you all next time.